How you guys doing? Now I'm blushing.
I have somebody here in
I'm
the
shy.
flesh. In the flesh, you guys. Anyways, first of all, my name is Titilo. I live in Toronto, Canada, where I make videos sharing my lifestyle and experiences as a Nigerian living in Canada. So today, I'm doing a collaboration with my sister, my friend, that we met on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think was it last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
I think so last year. So we were Instagram, friends, and we did a collaboration.
A mom tag.
Yeah, a mom tag earlier this year, right?
Yeah, about
some months ago.
Yeah, some months ago. Yes.
Maybe 5 months ago ish, and we did a stream.
That's true.
It was a stream.
And we're changing the date.
Yes,
Oh my God.
we kept on pushing things, backwards until finally we did it.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's here from Edmonton.
Hi guys.
In the flesh.
Hi
And I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so
here.
much for
Same
honoring me,
Same
coming
here.
to see me.
Today has been a hula baloo of days. Wow. Thank God.
Yes. Thank you so much. Do you want to introduce yourself?
So my name is Anwade Dure. I'm a YouTuber, content creator, lawyer, radio host. That's all I was stuff at. I'm based in Edmonton, Canada, and I talk about faith and motherhood. Yeah, that's a little bit about me.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Are you done?
What else? Subscribe to my channel.
Okay, yeah.
Don't let me freeze your phone.
Subscribe to our channel. Okay, well, I just wanted to not waste this opportunity now that you're here because you live far away, and I just wanted us to do something together physically.
Sure.
So this is going to be a really quick video. So I'm sure that one of the things that people want to know is about your life in Canada, because you don't really talk about that on your channel.
That's true. That's true.
I would like to know a little bit more about your life in Canada. Like, when did you come to Canada? When did you get your first job? What was it?
Ooh, okay, that's digging deep.
Okay.
So we got to Canada 2011. My mom was already in Canada.
Only share what you're comfortable with.
Oh, sure. Okay. So my mom got here first. She was already working. Then
when was that?
08, 09, I think
so
08.
How about you? When did you
2011. So we landed 1st December. It was a very different experience because it was winter, so it was very cold. And we stayed in my uncle's house for the first few days before we moved. My mom used to live in Ponoka, so it was like a very long drive. We always go visit from time to time.
In Edmonton?
No, in Ponoka. So from Edmonton,
Ponoka
is like when you're driving towards Calgary. So Red Deer, Leduc, Ponoka, people that Alberta people, we know ourselves. So it was a very, very different experience for me, and because I was still in school then in Nigeria, I wanted to finish school, so I was always shuffling. So I think my first ever job was at Walmart, and I was just doing customer service, and just because I was like, you have to go and cash in some dollars before you go back home, right? And it was good because I was able to get some experience, see how people relate. My culture shock was like, then in Nigeria, they give you money that is turned. You return the money and say what another one. So they were looking at me strange that why would I say I don't want the money? Like, they gave me, I think I paid like $20, and she was giving like maybe a $5.70 change. But the $5 had like a cut. And I'm like, oh sorry, I have to return this to you. I can't collect it. The guy's looking at me like, what's wrong with this one? But for me, because it was a culture shock, I didn't understand that anybody can take any money here. It doesn't matter, right? Yeah, so for me, that was my first ever job, and that was my first culture shock. I think another culture shock I had was I saw people fight publicly, like in the mall, because someone called another person a racial slur, right? And it was really, really, like, it got to me a lot. I think the third one was I was going to the mall to buy gin. So I was like, oh, I want to get some trousers for myself. And she's like, what do you mean by trousers? And my brother's like, oh, she wants some pants. I'm like, no, I know where I buy pants. But I had no clue that was what so those are the three things that really stand out to me. My life in Canada has been I'm an introverted, extroverted person. So those that don't necessarily know me, those that don't necessarily know me feel like I'm very extroverted. I'm the life of the party, but I'm the kind of person that wants to stay indoor all day, every day. I don't want to go out. So I would say my life in Canada has been, I think it's YouTube and Instagram that's making me like really relate to other people, and Clubhouse.
Right.
That's making me like interact, meet new people and stuff like that. So I don't want to say I'm a boring Canadian.
I don't think so.
I think that I have that small bubble that I like to stay in.
I would say so too.
Yeah, and I like it. So yeah.
I agree. I would say so too for myself. Anywho, I'm very happy that you talked about culture shock, because something I have to mention is I studied in the UK for my master's. So the language barrier I wouldn't say language difference was something that I had to be conscious about. Like I got used to saying cardigan, for sweaters. Yeah. And I couldn't say that here because nobody would understand.
They would just look at you like
you need a sweater. They wouldn't even say you need a sweater. They would just no, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Cash machine, ATM, trunk, boot,
pop.
Yeah. Garbage, dustbin. It's just like two separate words.
Even when you have friends or kids around here, you know that even what we are calling culture shock is another level for these new kids.
I agree.
We're gonna like, oh, you go and sit down there. They're like, what's she talking about? Like, oh no, go have your seat. And like, what's wrong with
a seat.
So it's very different. It's very different here.
Even in plain language, you have to. It's something that you have to learn how they speak here in Canada. Yeah. And Canadians are they're like the British people, stuck in their ways. Not a lot of Canadians are very flexible. So for us here, like imagine coming from Nigeria to the UK then to Canada. That's a lot of change for me, and a lot of the time I just observed, right? And I'm glad I'm doing so much better now. I won't say I find myself in situations where I do not know what to say. I feel like I know what is expected of me, so it's easier for me to learn how to choose my language. And even when I'm writing an email or I'm on a phone call.
Oh, that's another one. Yes. Like I'm used to just talking on the phone to tell someone something. But I think the second or third job I got, I said something on the phone with the manager, and the manager got to the head office and said something else. So he told me that in this Canada, let me tell you, you want to communicate to anybody, text or email. So that if the person wants to deny it, you can retreat and say, on the 24th of this, attach the email, you gotta be smart and you have to understand how these things work. So for me, I learned that early. So if I want to communicate with anybody, I do through text or I tell with my friends.
It's very important for you to take your time to properly articulate what you mean when you're typing, because when you're typing, things can be taken out of context very easily. And to try to avoid that, you need to know what languages you must use, especially if maybe you're working in a particular field. You have to be aware of what terms you're supposed to be using, so that people understand what you're talking about. You cannot just write an email like you're talking to somebody, right? So it doesn't have to be formal, but you have to just choose your words. Okay. Yeah, good stuff. I didn't even ask about the culture shock, but you just went all the way.
That was the first thing that happened to me.
Okay, so next question I wanted to ask is, how is it like raising a family in Canada? How do you feel? How do you feel about being a mom and raising a little one in Canada? Your child just turned 1.
Yes, she did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I actually just did a video with someone. I did giving birth here and giving back in Nigeria. Right. So watch out for that video on my channel. One of the things that I've noticed is that community, the community I miss in Nigeria. Like, I don't think I'll go through any stress or whatnot if I was in Nigeria. But here everything is very expensive. Childcare is very expensive. So I had to pay, like, even in retrospect now I'm thinking, should I have taken 18 months or just done the 1 year maternity leave? So that's a good thing. You have 1 year to 18 months of maternity leave. So you're able, and the government also from your employment insurance gives you the stipend. But one thing I've noticed apart from like the community is everybody kind of raise their kids differently, and you have to respect that. So I used to be that person that when I was in Nigeria, because it was like a community kind of thing, anybody could correct anybody's child. But when I got here, I noticed that for a large part of people that I met here that were Africans, they didn't like when their kids do something wrong and you correct them. But I don't believe that I'm going to raise my kid like that just because of how I was raised. But I noticed that was one thing that I noticed outside church or in church or wherever it was.
I think it's a cultural assimilation. Because you know where you are, you have sort of like, immerse yourself so much in the culture that you start to behave like them. Like me, I tell my son, you have many mummies and many daddies. You have uncles and aunties. And it takes a village, really, in the true sense of the word. It takes a village. And just so that it's not like you're exposing your child to so many people. The most important thing is that you're exposing your child to, or your children to people that you trust, people that you know you can also call family. Right? So it's not like I call a stranger. So it's not like I refer a stranger or someone I don't know to my son.
Sorry.
Mommy duties.
Okay.
So it's not like, you introduce your children to someone you don't even know as their uncle or their auntie or mommy or daddy. But like, I feel like we should not be so self-absorbed when it comes to raising our children, because we will lose our way. We're cultural people. We love our community. We have to do things differently. And I made a video about raising your children in Canada, and I shared some insights from my own personal experience as a teacher, as someone who teaches JK to grade 8, so between 4 years old to 13 years old. I teach them. I know how they are, and I'm telling you, we have to raise our children differently in Canada. And when I say differently, I mean be mindful of how we're teaching them, how we're introducing them to the Canadian culture. Not to say, oh, it's the worst thing ever.
Culture basically it's just how people live. So you just have to tailor your kids.
We have our own culture.
Yes.
So we have to raise your kids. We have to raise our children in our own culture. That's basically what I'm saying. Okay. I don't know if you guys have any questions. Please leave the questions in the comment section. Do you have anything else you want to add? I just wanted to make this video short.
I would say that just be true to yourself. Don't compare your kids to anyone. Don't compare your experience even in Canada to anyone's. God always has a plan and purpose for your life.
All our journeys are different.
Very, very different. And I always say, even though there are so many cultures in this world, for those that are Christians, I always say that the Bible is our culture, right? So we're kingdom-minded, and in our kingdom, there are different things that we have to do and put in place. So always remember that. And enjoy this time. Right now, the weather is warm here in Ontario, so I'm enjoying it. But I won't have this experience so I won't have this experience every time. So what I'm trying to tell you is always seize the moment, always maximize your potential, always make sure that you go all out to be the best you that you can be. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. One last thing I wanted to say is I have made the best connections from socials. Take advantage of social media if you're going to be coming to Canada. I have met incredible people, and I have not brought, it's not like I bring everybody that I've met to my personal, to my space, right? I would have, what's it called, cultivated a relationship, or built a relationship with the person. Like I've known you for a really long time and we're just meeting physically.
Yeah.
So I would say do not be too shy to reach out to people. I don't even know how we got talking.
I can't remember.
But one person reached out to one person, or maybe it was even from the comment section. What's it called?
Go out of your way to, socialize
reach out,
people.
try to socialize, even if you're still in Nigeria. If you haven't come to Canada yet, or if you're new in Canada, please make the effort to reach out, because you never know who you're going to meet.
Yeah.
You can make amazing connections like I had. And speaking of connections, I actually have a community called Let's Be Friends that helps you make friends when you come to Canada or before you come to Canada, to sort of give you that soft landing. I'll make another video talking more about my community. But yeah, just to let you know, I'm going to be leaving the link to the community in the description, so please make sure to check it out. Thank you for being a part of that community.
Thank you.
And actually, one of the highlights of my summer was having meetings all over Canada. Thanks to Let's Be Friends, and it's amazing because people are meeting each other, people are building friendships, people are networking, people are getting jobs, people are getting roommates, from that. So I'm very grateful for that, for something I created that's helping me and helping other people. So please check out that community, follow us and be a part of us, so that when you get here you won't feel like a stranger. Okay, all right, then that'll be all for this video. Thank you so much, Anu, for being a part of this video. Thank you for inspiring me through your mom and faith content. I really like it. Keep doing the good work. Please make sure to subscribe to her channel and follow her on Instagram.
Yes,
I'll leave the link also in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thanks,
please do not leave this video, do not check out this video without subscribing to my channel. Share this video with your family and your friends. Give this video a thumbs up.